that is? Because men are useless.
Here we go.
And by the way, I want to differentiate between straight men and gay men.
Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now, today's video, we're going to be looking at a topic that goes viral. So much so, for what reason, I don't know, because the answer is so obvious. But apparently we need to have a debate about it, and that's, do we really need men? So I'm going to be watching The View basically slander men, and I'm going to come with my comeback, because I'm not going to have The View disrespect many great men who have been before my time, in my time, and in the future. Men shape the society we currently live in. Now, before I play the video, very quick. Number one, all the important industries in which you need to keep society running are dominated by men. Number two, men have advanced life for the human species and have created a modern day society that both men and women can enjoy. Number three, innovation. Number four, space exploration. Man has advanced human life so much so on Earth that he is looking at other planets to enhance human life beyond Earth. I mean, I can sit here all day doing this and stating the great things man has accomplished and why we need men in modern day society and in the future. I want to make this statement, one statement before I play the video. Without man, the human species dies. Done. Let's watch the video anyway.
So there's this clip going viral online of a dozen women being asked the following question: do we need men? Most answered very quickly, no. And only one said she thought women needed a man in their lives, only one. But when men were asked a similar question, do we need women? Most of them said yes. So why do you think that is? Because men are useless.
Here we go.
And by the way, I want to differentiate between straight men and gay men, because I think I would die without gay men. Nobody can gossip like gay men. Nobody can help you accessorize like gay men. Nobody can help you from...
First off, she came emptying out the barrel. She emptied the clip straight away. You can tell she just wants to disregard and not appreciate what men have accomplished and the roles that they play in today's society. The elites must love her because she's saying, oh, we need gay men, we just don't need straight. The elites must love this. She is a golden product of the elites, you know, to push their propaganda and push their agenda down. They need people like her who are going to slander straight men and going to uphold and uplift, you know, gay men. Straight away, she's unfair. I can see it, man.
Keep you from doing harm to yourself like gay men. But with the exception of something like Steve, I think Steve is very self-sufficient.
That's Joy's husband.
But like my husband, it takes a village of women to make sure that he's not emaciated, starving, and living in his own filth. He can, you know.
Yeah.
How about you guys? But you guys feel you guys are married.
I have handy Manny at home. You know, he fixes everything. When things go bump in the night, he's the one that goes downstairs. When there's a bug to be exterminated, he does the extermination. When there is something to be fixed, he fixes it. He throws out the trash.
This woman is such a hater. Can you hear her? Nope. She's like, the other woman is telling you that this is what my man does at home. This is why I need him. You know, he's a very handy man. And she's there like, no. And you know that this woman is about to rip men. I want to know what she has to say. Let's see what she has to say. You know, this slander on men is ridiculous. For what?
He throws out the recyclables. I enjoy all the man stuff.
So wait a second.
She can't even wait to talk. Look at her, ready to rip men.
She's really talking about a servant. Let's face it. No, it's a handyman she's talking about.
It's a handy Manny. Oh, it's a handyman with benefits.
We do not have, well, but the things that you're describing, you could pay somebody to do that. We're not talking about that. What about the inner life of a man? That's what this is about.
I need my man 3 to 4 times a week. And for you guys. And then the rest of the time I need a wife. Because I've always said that
everyone needs a wife.
No, I teased Vicky, my producer, in the morning. I was like, if you'd like to join Max and I, not in that way, but like Vicky and I could kill it as a household runners. Like we would be laughing, giggling, doing all the things, and Max would be so psyched I was wasting all my words somewhere else anyway. So it would be a perfect combo. And the other day, Caleb said to me, this is my youngest son, he said, Mama, I want a spare mom. And I didn't know what he meant. And he said, Genevieve has a spare mom. And I realized the parents were divorced. No, divorced. An extra mom, like 2 moms. And so I asked him, because at first I was a little wounded. I was like, what am I not doing? You know, and he's like, no, I just think at bedtime, you always have to pay attention to the other kids too. And if we had a spare mom, dad, and you could, you know, then you just get to focus on me. And it was so sweet. He didn't ask for a spare dad, by the way. He asked for a spare mom.
I took this totally differently in how I prepped because
So yeah, she just hating on men, as you can tell. You know, you could even see it. You know, when the other woman was speaking, she couldn't wait to go. She couldn't wait to unleash the clip and just talk about how that men are not needed in a today's society. Who are you kidding? You can't fool anyone. You need a man.
broadly speaking, I feel like men have proven largely useless. Like I think in the political moment, the people who are saying what needs to be said in my party, it's all women. The very few men, with the exception of Mike Pence and a few others, are saying what they need to. But in life, like I need my husband. I don't know if I need any other men, but he is irreplaceable.
Whoa! I'm stopping that with the Mike Pence in the political realm is who you like and who you're gravitating towards. Oh my gosh. Mike Pence that just said we need to ship all our money over to Ukraine and we can't care about the American people when confronted by it by Tucker Carlson. He's the one who said that American people are not my concern. That's what and that's the Mike Pence you're praising? Oh my gosh. You have a long way to go, miss. You have a long way to go.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. But that's the whole thing. We like our husbands, we just don't need men beyond that.
Yeah, wait till you're married 20 years and you'll see how replaceable.
The reason that women, I think that the reason women can stay married for as long as they do is because they have a lot of girlfriends.
They have a village.
They have girlfriends. Because I always have to initiate the conversations. He'll step up, but I have to start initiating.
Oh, I just told you guys, I have 8 girlfriends from Panama here who are girlfriends for 50 years since they were in kindergarten. And they were saying yesterday that they've gone through divorces, they've gone through challenges, and having that village of women has made it possible.
Well, we are more collaborative than men. I think there have been studies that say that women have much closer friendship relationships than men do.
Because
again, I think we have to make a differentiate gay men.
No, gay men are
in their own category.
Yeah, but we're not married to gay men, okay?
Oh.
Like women have conversations about their feelings. Men talk about sports, cars, all that stuff.
I don't know. My husband talks about his feelings with his.
Maybe he's gay.
I wasn't feeling that video at all. Just 4 minutes and 6 seconds of women on the panel just bashing, disrespecting, disregarding men. And, you know, men are so needed in today's society. You can say what you want to say. You can believe in what you want to believe in. But without men, society collapses. Can you imagine? Really think about men disappearing right now. Just really think about it. The rubbish, the sewage. Think about who's going to be erecting all of these beautiful things that they love and they travel to Dubai to see. These skyscrapers, who's erecting that? Do you think that, you know, it's just being built on its own? A man is risking his life up there for minimum wage just to make those scenes look bright and nice so that when people are coming, tourists or even people who live in the country, they can appreciate an amazing piece of landscape. And you disrespect and disregard those men. Your waste, construction work, plumbing work, you know, all of the most essential things that are needed in today's society to keep society upright. They are absolutely disregarding those men and, you know, not even one positive thing to say about them. Let's see what the comments even has to say, actually. I want to see what the comments have to say. Okay, so top comment. I am a woman and I was very offended by the disrespect most of this panel has for men. If your husband is useless, you picked him. If your sons are useless, your fault. You raised them. Absolutely. Thank you very much, CW2724. Second most liked comment. Misandry is mainstream and accepted while misogyny is a crime. That's the modern day for you. Absolutely. You know, slander men all day. But you say one bad word about a woman, oh my gosh, just ask a woman to stand on a scale. That's all you need to do for them to come and counsel you. Just say, can you stand on this scale, please? I want to see how much you weigh. That's it. That's all you have to do. And watch the brigade, the female brigade, feminism, everyone come after you on social media platforms for you just asking the woman to stand on a scale But then you have 4 minutes and 6 seconds of women here. I don't know what their professions are, if I'm being honest. And they're just there disrespecting, disregarding all kinds of men. You couldn't even say, the best thing you had to say about men is, oh, gay men. That's the best thing. You couldn't even say one good word. You couldn't even talk about male police officers. You couldn't even talk about male doctors. You couldn't even talk about men with an important role in society. You slander all types of men and only uplift gay men. Embarrassing. Third comment. I divorce these women if they disrespected me on national television show like this. Absolutely. Their husbands watching this. If you're one of these women's husbands and you're just looking at it as entertainment, then I have no respect for you. Disrespected you on national TV, said you were useless. None of them said any positives, apart from one of the ladies that was saying, oh, he's a handyman. But still, you wasn't really respecting him. You just called him a handyman with benefits. Is that all he is? Like, you know, didn't he, you know, doesn't he have an emotional connection with you? Because the other woman was saying, oh, you can pay someone to do that. Like, absolute disregard. But I'm sure in today's society, their husbands will watch that, look at it as entertainment, and just laugh it off and say, oh, it was just entertainment, it's just for TV. You're getting embarrassed on TV, and this is not entertainment. When women are around and are speaking in that kind of tone and the audience are applauding it, they are very much letting you know how they feel without telling you to your face. They're saying it on a panel with an audience there, and the audience are gravitating and liking and feeling what they're saying. Just bashing men outright. Let's check some more comments. Fourth comment, the ignorance on this panel is epic. Absolutely agree with you. So much ignorance there, so much lack of, just no respect. There's not even lack of respect. There's no respect and no acknowledgement at all. This will be the last comment I go over. Why hasn't The View been cancelled? Oh, I like that. 1.7 thousand likes. Listen, I'm not one for cancel culture. I'm not one, but let's be honest, that is hate speech. If a panel of men were there slandering women, let's be honest, we know what's coming. We know that their lives will never be the same. The brigade will be right at their doorstep, demanding they lose their job, threatening their family. We know how it goes, you know, but all of a sudden towards men, it's okay. How? You know, isn't that hate speech? Wouldn't you call that hate speech? Saying that men are useless in today's society. You look at that as hate speech, right? You know, I'm not one for cancel culture, but if The View ever did get cancelled, then, I mean, you could understand when they come out with content like this. I don't even mind you having an opinion, you can have it, but you can be honest as well and say that this current society is built on men's ideas. It's built on the strength of a man. Many men have lost their lives to advance society for the better, which include risky jobs, which they get no recognition for. I mean, they don't respect those kind of men that risk their lives, you know, just to, you know, advance society. And also women don't date these kind of men because women are like, yeah, I don't want a guy that has a 9 to 5. I need me a millionaire. I need me a man that's not doing much for society. That's literally just running around playing football or basketball. That's the man I need. But the men that are doing necessary things for society get overlooked and disrespected. So it's basically, I want the man with a lot of money that isn't doing much for society, who just has, you know, maybe some clout or is a, you know, entertainer or a sports star, but I will continue to live in the comfort of my home that was built by a worker who's probably underappreciated. Anyway, I'm glad the internet have spoken and have stated their views. Clearly, the view isn't the view of the people, it's the view of probably the elites. You do not represent the people. And the panel alongside the audience ought to be ashamed of themselves for all of this male bashing that they were doing on national TV. So yeah, I hope you never call a male police officer or a firefighter that's a man. I hope you can live the rest of your lives just dependent on women. Let's see how far that gets you. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.